Hi, let's talk a little bit about the reason why we need to thin forests. Well, over time they would thin themselves, yes, but if we want to use the trees that are here, we need to thin them, because sitting like this forest was before we started it, they would most likely die off, most of the trees, and we have a limited amount of resources to use, and done correctly, responsibly and sustainably, forestry and forest is one of the few endlessly renewable resources we have. And I'm not saying deforestation isn't happening, because it is big time all over the world, including here in Norway. Sadly, I would like to see it not happening, but that's another matter. And I'm not really sure, I'm just winging these videos, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna say before I start. So you'll have to excuse me a little bit. The other thing is, yeah, forest fires, like it was mentioned in one of the comments, can be a good thing sometimes. It's nature's reset button, return to start. Sometimes it's necessary for nature to fix itself, and sometimes it's not. It's an old practice here in Norway and Scandinavia and the Nordics in general and it's still being used every now and then to burn residue from logging. When you final log an area, and it's a area log, so you have taken all the trees in that area to burn the residue. It does the same trick as a forest fire. Then you'll improve the soil, basically improve everything in that area, their living conditions. A bit of a fun fact: the first cultivation in Norway, it wasn't really cultivation, because what they did was they burned the forest down, because the ash real in general, especially from burning trees, wood is, I think it's basic, and I think that's what it's called as well. And they would just seed their crops, drill or whatever they did, straightly in the ash from the forest fire they'd set. That's another story. And we want to use this being protecting of forests. It's a thing. It should be more, because there's areas being logged today that are being subsidized because they don't pay as well as they should. I believe those areas should be protected because they're not financially viable to use, and instead areas like where we are working right now should be used. We have a lot of it in Norway, and there should be stricter control of the reforestation when the area gets logged. Like I said in an earlier video, when an area is logged here in Norway, you're legally bound to reforest it, and it isn't followed up very well all the time, so that it should be followed up a lot more, in my opinion, so that the area got reforested. And then there's the matter of types of logging. We have the thinning here, but we are doing it. An early process. This is going to be all over the place, this video. It's an early process to increase the value of the standing forest so that it will give more usable resources when the time comes to log it. And then I have to go back to the forest fire theme a little bit because, well, we're like a 3-hour drive from the Arctic. You can see the snow on the ground, and it's raining a lot during the summer months. So forest fires rarely happens in Norway. And when they do, it's in the southern parts of the country, and I'm like, we're operating about from the south to the north, about halfway, and yeah, we're very, very close to the Arctic Circle. And that's not the area that has the most forest fires in the world. So, but then the burning of tree logging residue comes in play, and it's a decent alternative method to forest fires, resetting nature on its own, doing it like that and doing it manually. And that's what we're doing. And I'd like to try to inform people that we don't want deforestation. Well, the simple answer is we would be out of a job if we wanted to contribute to that. We'll put ourselves out of a job. And well, I like my job, and so that's been a 7-minute rant about nothing really, not informing about anything. So I'm gonna end it here. Just a quick information why I'm loading from, well, in the middle of the forest from the pile here. We have down there, it's dark so you can't see it. It's really steep hill to get up. The machine couldn't do it, as well as the area down there. It's too wet to carry the machine with a full load on it. I would just fall through, create big ruts in the terrain, which would in that case and later stages would cause runoff from water and rainfall, and that's, well, it's illegal first of all, and second of all, we don't want it to happen. So I've taken small loads, put it up here until I've emptied the area down here, and then I'm putting on, reloading it so I can get a full load and taking it down to a road. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to know more and see more videos. Bye. Another fun fact about forest fires: there is actually plants and species that lie dormant in the ground. They might have been there for thousands and thousands of years. Tree limbs hanging into the road here, and they need extreme temperatures to start growing. So they might be in the ground since the last forest fire. Damn, this chair is squeaking. I have to lubricate it. So yeah, and after the last ice age it was a lot drier, so there was actual forest fires in this area. and those plant species seeds might have been in the ground right there, and might have been sitting there for 10,000 years and waiting for a forest fire. Thanks again. I do like my job because I like nature. I like being outside in the forest, and I enjoy and I want to see nature in a good state, especially the forest and the wildlife. And right now we're thinning an area with the capercaillie mating area, and we've actually talked to the biologist that's mapped out the specific area for this, and she was actually happy that we thinned the area because we were doing good for what they need, because the forest right here in this area was growing too tight, and well, they don't necessarily need that all over the place. We have left specific areas unthinned where it's a little bit more cover. We've left special trees, something we call skirt spruce, because well, it looks like they're wearing a skirt. They have the limbs and branches hanging all the way down to the ground, giving them areas to hide and stay wherever, get out of the weather, I guess. So done correctly, thinning itself is and can be a good thing. Thanks. There was a lot of stuff added there after I ended the video, so I have to say it again. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.